So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down everything that I've learned in real estate. Welcome to my channel, To The Top Real Estate Coaching. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Top Real Estate Coaching. I have been MIA a little bit this summer. There's been good reason for it. I've been very focused on production, of course, stacking as many listings as possible, trying to make sure that I hit at least $1 million per month in transactional revenue. I've also been focused on building my team. But I do want to get back into this now that it's kind of cooled off a little bit. We got it where we're back at dark at 5 p.m. So this is something I enjoy doing, and hopefully I can help some more people. So today, what I want to talk about, and this will be about 5 minutes, I feel, but what I want to talk about is the other day I saw a quote, and it really stood out to me. And usually when I read a quote, I always think of work and how that applies to us. So this one, I was actually watching the show called Alone. I don't know if anybody watched that show, but it's a show where there's, when I watched it, there was like 8 people on it. I've only seen one episode, but there's 8 people on it. And they're all on this place out in the wilderness. This one, I believe, was some type of island. And they're all spaced far enough apart where they don't know what each other's doing. But what's unique about this is they're all encountering and experiencing the same adversity, the same hardships. So, for example, they're all trying to find the same food sources. They're all experiencing the same weather, the same storms, the same problems for the most part. What was unique to me and what kind of resonated was how watching different people and how they react to the same situations. There's some people that were basically just running into the storm, running straight into it. There was wolves howling. There's a guy on there that he was howling back to the wolves, building a shelter, making stuff happen, trying to find food, howling back to the wolves. And then there was a few individuals out there that were scared. It's day 2. They had their head between their legs and they wanted to give up. They wanted to go home. So it's a very interesting dynamic to see how people work differently than one another in challenging times. And then a quote popped up on the screen, and this quote said, I don't know if I have it spot on, but the quote said, "If you live amongst wolves, you must become a wolf." So that really hit me as far as real estate is concerned, because I truly feel like all of us that are real estate agents, or if you're watching this and you want to become a real estate agent, we all are wolves, because we're going out there every day. We're weathering the storms. We are hunting for food. We're all after the same thing. So I think of it this way is, there's only so many wolves out there, because a lot of wolves are going to die off. Same with real estate agents. Just like I watched this show where some people are going to tap out, some people are going to go home. There's also, the wolves that are bigger, that are larger, they're stronger. They weigh more than the other wolves. And it's because those wolves are always hunting. Those wolves are never afraid to go for the kill. They're never afraid to go out in the storm. When times get tough, they're not just sitting back. They're out there aggressively hunting. They're looking for their next meal. They're making it happen. Those are the ones that are going to go survive no matter what elements are thrown at them. So, I relate that a lot to real estate, where I think we're all wolves, right? We're all out there. We're not in corporate America. We're out in the wilderness. We have to survive. We have to find our food. We have to make things happen. But there's a lot of wolves, that they're not acting like a wolf. And so it totally goes against that quote that I read. And so just, when you watch this video, think it to yourself, you're surrounded by wolves. You live with wolves, right? And not that this is really a competition, because I truly feel that in real estate, it's very, leads are very abundant. We have, you walk down the street, you see people everywhere. You drive down the street, you see houses everywhere. So I truly feel that there's plenty out there to go around. But how are you working? What does your day-to-day look like compared to the other wolves? There's wolves out there that are just hunting every day. They're getting leads. They're having conversations. They're talking to people. They're overcoming objections. They're overcoming adversity. So, you have one wolf where he goes for a kill, can't catch it, goes for another kill, can't catch it, maybe goes for another one over here in the maybe a gazelle or whatever it is. It fights back and it wins that battle. The wolf gets wounded, but it gets back up and just takes off after something else. It's going to find a meal. It's going to survive. So just kind of compare that to yourself. How do you do with rejections? How do you do with the storms? Maybe some people are experiencing a little bit of a storm right now with interest rates, with what the media is saying as far as don't buy houses. Maybe you're thriving. Maybe you're like, hey, I'm that wolf that you talked about. I'm the one out there, no matter what, that I'm leading the pack. I'm running through walls. I'm making it happen. If so, I'd love to hear that. Love to hear it. So we've kind of been having a wolf theme going on my team that just started yesterday, where I'm saying, go out and be a wolf, do wolf stuff. If you have a long to-do list and you have certain things you want to do for client acquisition, it's like, be that top wolf, be the one that's in the pack, be the one that's going to run out into the storm and make sure they get it done. So anyway, this was just a quick one. I'm excited to be back on here. I have some new material, some new episodes that are coming. I think they'll be very helpful. But if anything that you take away from this quick video is become a wolf, be a wolf every single day. Every single day. People on my team were sending, at the end of the day in our chat board, if you're a wolf all day and you act like a wolf, at the end of the day, I'm just having people send a wolf emoji. It's just kind of a fun reminder, and it's kind of fun for the pack to unite, and you went out there and you're like, hey, regardless of rejection, regardless of lack of motivation, I went out there and did everything I could do today to move my career forward, and feed my family and go home tired, maybe wet, maybe with no sleep, whatever it may be, but they went out there, they were a wolf, because we're obviously surrounded by them. So anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in. Stay tuned. Got some good stuff coming up.